Class 6 Science Chapter 2 Components of Food. Now in the previous chapter we have seen that we include variety of food items in our meals. Now why we have to include variety and why food is required for all living things. Now all living organisms they require food because food is essential to do work because we get energy from the food. And it is a source of all the nutrients. Food has got 5 main nutrients. So the components of food are mainly carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, and these are very essential components which are called as nutrients. Now all these nutrients, what they do to our body? Now first one is carbohydrates and fats. They give us energy, and energy is required to do work. In fact, fats give more energy than the carbohydrates. That's why these are known as energy giving food. The sources for carbohydrates are potatoes, you can say rice, wheat, etc. The next component of the food is protein. Proteins are bodybuilding food and they help in body growth and repair of damaged parts of the body, and that's why we have body building food for them. This is a name given to the proteins. The next is vitamins and minerals. They are known as protective food as they protect us from many diseases. They give us resistance against these diseases. Now let's see one by one about these components. Carbohydrates and fats, they are mainly present in sugar and starch. So starch is present in grains like rice, wheat, maize, potatoes, and sugar is a sweet substance obtained from sugarcane. Animal sources include milk, butter, ghee, cheese and meat, and plant sources like oil are rich sources of fats. Let's see the source of proteins. Proteins are body building food as they help in body growth and repair of damaged parts of the body, and animal sources like eggs, fish, meat, milk, cheese are the animal sources, and plant sources are pulses and beans are the source of proteins. Vitamins are protective food as they protect us from many diseases. Vitamins are A, B, C, D, K and E. We have these many varieties of vitamins. They are obtained from fruits, vegetables and from animals also we get it from fish, liver or fish liver oil you can say, then milk, eggs. Minerals are also required in small quantities. So minerals include sodium, calcium, potassium, iodine and phosphorus. Actually they are required in very small quantity but they are very important for the body. Now the food sources we have categorized in this way, but we have other components also. So the same food can contain more than one component of the food, but we call them as a source of, for example, potato is the source of carbohydrates. But why it is included? Because main source, or you can say the major source of carbohydrates is obtained from the potato. Mainly it is carbohydrates which is present in potatoes. Now let us see the test of these carbohydrates, fats, proteins in the food items. First of all, let's see for the starch, that is carbohydrates. Take a small quantity of food item or a raw ingredient. Put 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. Observe if any change in the color of the food item. If it turns into blue or black color, that confirms the presence of starch. Now let's see the test for proteins. Take a small quantity of food item, add some water and make a paste of it if it is a solid one. Add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 drops of caustic soda solution. Shake well. If the content pen turns violet, it confirms the presence of proteins. Now let's see the test for fats. It is a very simple one. Take a small quantity of food item, wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Straighten the paper and observe it. An oily patch on the paper shows that the food item contains fat. All these are the tests for the components of the food. Now, when all the food items are present in our body in the required quantity, that food is known as balanced diet. We should not keep on eating only one food item which contains only one component of the food. So, combination of all the nutrients is important in for the body, and that is known as the balanced diet. So, balanced diet is food intake that includes all the nutrients that the body needs in right quantities, along with good amount of roughage and water, because roughage and water, they are very helpful for the absorption of nutrients. Now, if any nutrient is not taken in proper amount, we suffer from the disease, and that disease is due to the deficiency of the component. Now we have the list of various deficiency diseases. So let's see the first one. If there is deficiency of vitamin A, then the disease is loss of vision, and symptoms are poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision. Then vitamin B, the disease is very weak muscles and very little energy to work. Next is vitamin C. Deficiency of vitamin C leads to scurvy. The symptoms are bleeding gums, wounds take longer time to heal. Vitamin D, its deficiency causes rickets, bones become soft and bent. Then deficiency of calcium causes bone and tooth decay, bones become weak and tooth decay. The deficiency of iodine causes goiter, glands in the neck appear swollen, and mental disability in children is seen. Then the next mineral is iron, and the deficiency of iron causes anemia, and symptom is weakness. Therefore, to avoid suffering from all these deficiency diseases, we should take balanced diet, and it's useful for all the human beings.